do this closer. So, alright, just wanted to do this video. I've wanted to do it for a while, and if you can hear noise in the background, it's a heater. I just wanted to do this video because through my faith and that I've grown, the Most High really has. I'm losing more and more desire for video games. Probably one, because the older I'm getting, and two, because I'm realizing again that these are just material things that ain't gonna last forever. But I thought I'd make this video, as the title says, don't let video games become an idol, because they can become an idol. What is idol? A form of worship, respect, where it takes over your life. Because I grew up with video games, I've grew up with them my entire life, so I know what video games can become and what they're like. And video games can become an idol, they can become a problem, they can take over your life, they honestly can. They can honestly take over your life. And you can find yourself just play games like Fortnite, the massive ones. They can literally take over your life, they honestly can. You can have, mainly online video games, you can invest so much time. You can honestly invest so much time into these games. Trust me, I know, that's why I quit online gaming. It's not the only reason, it's because I don't want to play online gaming to start with. But online gaming can become an idol. You can invest your entire life. And that's what they're created for anyway, certain video games. They're created so you invest your entire life into, basically into this. Which is, that's the whole point of it. Now the whole point of this is don't let these become an idol, as it says in the scriptures. The first 10 commandments is, do not have any idols before me. I am the Lord, that your God. There's only one God, and you shouldn't be idolizing these things or respecting these things also as well. Celebrities and stuff like that, I see people as well idolizing these people like the gods. That's another thing that people shouldn't be doing, because as I said, I grew up with gaming. I'm distancing myself from this because it can become a problem. Video games, obviously not all of them, but they can become a problem. They honestly can. They can become a problem. And I know nobody's really going to watch this because, again, like I said, we're in that time. But yeah, a lot of these games can become an idol. They can become an issue and a problem in your life. That's why I'm showing these that's why I'm showing this one. This one mainly. This is like an online game. This can literally take over your entire life. It honestly can. It can take over your life. And many Christians don't understand that. You can't be lukewarm and stuff like that. I've tried to break away from these, and I'm slowly but slowly doing it. I'm slowly but slowly breaking away from video games. I'm losing more and more desire to. I'm gonna be real, the last video game that I actually played was Silent Hill F. That's what it was, Silent Hill F. That's what it was, Silent Hill F. And as I say, I don't care if anybody watches this or not, to be honest, because most people don't watch the truth. Most people can't handle the truth. And that's the times that we live in. If this video gets out to one person, it's all that matters. I don't care about people's opinion anymore, because people complain no matter what I do. They honestly do. So yeah. And I'm showing all of this because of showing you that I have grew up with gaming, with all this stuff, all the games that I grew up with the I know what gaming can become and what it's become. It's become a it's become worse than gaming used to be. Just so simple. It honestly used to be. It used to be fun, but now we know what gaming is now. It's just woke crap. Every game's woke. It's full of agenda. It's full of some symbolism. It's full of some agenda or something. There's always some politics in video games now. That's why I that's honestly why I went to Nintendo. I honestly went to Nintendo because half of the industry, PlayStation's woke, Xbox is woke, PC's woke, Nintendo. That's why I said I went to Nintendo, because I'm finding myself playing Mario games more, because they're not full of symbolism, they're not full of some agenda, they're not full of some politics, they're not full of some stupid agenda. So that's why I went to Nintendo. I barely play video games now, I honestly do. I barely play them. As I said, the last game that I played was Silent Hill F, and that was probably one of the worst games that I ever played in my life. Because I'm drawing myself away from this. As Christians and followers of Christ, we have to drift ourselves away from this. And I used to use this as well, use it to fight sin. You can use them to fight sin. You can use things of the world to pass the time, and you can use things of the world to I forgot what I was going to say. You can use them for many things. Nowhere in the Bible does it say playing video games is a sin, and I've never said it on this channel, the main channel, or anything like that. Tune this off for a minute. There we go. So yeah, I've never said playing videos is a sin, because it isn't. It's just nonsense, anyone that says that. But just don't let these things overtake your life, honestly. Just don't let them overtake your life. My advice for people, don't play multiplayer games like Fortnite, stuff like that, because these games will overtake your life. And most people won't want to hear that, because they've got an idolatry problem. They honestly have. They don't like to be told the truth. Some people don't in this world. They don't want to be told the truth. They don't want to be told in this world that this can become an idolatry problem. And if you think it can't, I grew up, like I said, with games like this. I grew up with Tomb Raider, I grew up with Crash Bandicoot, I grew up with the PS1 era, the N64, the Game Boy Advance. I grew up with it all. I literally grew up with it all. And it can become an issue. It can overtake anything that overtakes your life and gets in the way of the Most High God, in your relationship with the Most High God. You should cut out of your life. And that's what I'm doing with this. I'm not going to sell these, obviously. People will probably be like, oh, why'd you own them? Because again, I'm not going to sell them to someone. Because again, a lot of these games, why would I sell them to people? So then they get addicted to them. Also, again, it is not a sin. Any Christian out there that says it's a sin to play video games has absolutely no clue what they're talking about, and it does not study the Bible. It's not a sin at all to play video games. That's like saying it's a sin we could use that same logic for every single thing on the face of the earth. We could say it's a sin to watch any form of TV. We could say it's a sin to watch certain clothing lines, because again, it's just nonsense. The only time it becomes a sin is if you're playing games like that are straight up devil worship. And we see a lot of games today that probably going to make a separate video about that. Basically make a separate video about that. About the rise of, I mentioned it years ago, about the rise of witchcraft in video games. Because we see it. We see stuff like Final Fantasy. We see stuff like, basically, yeah, Final Fantasy, The Witcher, other games that are glorifying witchcraft today. Certain games, as a Christian, people shouldn't be playing. I'd recommend don't play Final Fantasy because it glorifies witchcraft. The Witcher glorifies witchcraft. What I've been meaning to honestly get rid of these certain games, to be honest. I need to get rid of The Witcher. I need to get rid of Final Fantasy. I still need to get rid of the Doom game. But that's the problem where I live. There's no game shop, so you can't trade these games in and get rid of them. So you just stuck with them. That's the problem with the UK. If you buy a game physical, and there's no game shops where I live, so I can't get rid of these. I can't sell them. I'm not going to sell them on eBay because that's a whole bunch of hassle, and it's not worth the time. But yeah, certain games as Christians you can play, and don't believe what the church tells you because it's just nothing but nonsense. As long as it doesn't promote witchcraft and it doesn't promote anything that's anti-God or satanic, then you can easily play it. And that's always been my point on this channel to people. I've never said every single game is satanic. I've never told people to stop playing video games. Never said it once. But this video is just advice for people. Do not let these games overtake your life. Don't let them, because it happened to me. When I was in my teenage era, this is all I used to do, play video games. It overtook my life. I used to just play video games, work out, and that's something that I gave up as well. I used to work out every single day. I had a full six-pack, and I had a lean body, and I've still got the abs, but I'm not as defined as I was years ago, so I use this as well. I use video games as well to cope with depression. I use that. What's up, Ridge? But that's another thing to people as well. Don't use video games to cope with depression. Don't use video games to cope with depression. It does not work. I did it for years. It became a bigger and bigger problem. That's because I was depressed through high school, because stuff that was going on, and I would just play video games all the time to escape reality, because that's what these are used for, to escape reality. That's what we use them for as gamers. But it doesn't really help. It just subsides the problem. That's all it does. Now, every game that I own here doesn't require internet. None of them do. Like, and most of these games I still haven't played. This is a problem as well as a gamer. Every game has this. You'll buy games and then they'll just keep piling up and piling up and piling up. This is what I said, it can become a problem. You'll just buy games and because there's so many coming out, this is what it's used as a distraction. Video games are, but it's not a sin to play them, because that's like saying it's a sin to do most of the things in life, because most of the things in life are against God. So, But I own the entire collection of Ace Attorney. These are about Law and Order. I'm still yet to play them. I've got over probably more than 100 games, more than that. It's not a hoarding problem or anything like that. I just like to own something that I buy. So if I want to sell it, but most gaming shops have been closed now, so that's why I said I can't sell them. Because I live in a part of the UK where there's no GameStop over here. There's no. I'm sure old people remember this Blockbuster where you could rent stuff. None of this stuff exists now. It's either you buy a game, it sucks, then you're stuck with it. That's the problem. But yeah, and this is a story as well. The Most High helped me overcome certain games, and it's through willpower as well. I used to play Fortnite, man. I used to play GTA 5 every day when I would get home from school. I used to play it every day. I remember I used to play GTA 5 when I wasn't a Christian. I used to play it every day, and it became an issue. I probably got about 7,000 hours in GTA 5, and I've got about 4K in Fortnite. So that's why I said Fortnite is a garbage game. I've got 4K hours in it. I'm at probably the highest skill-based matchmaking, where you just get sweats all the time. So yeah, those two games can take over your life. You'll just be playing the same game over and over and over and over again. You'll get more addicted to these games. Games like Fortnite, you'll become more and more addicted to. You won't be able to stop playing them. Trust me, I know, because I couldn't stop playing Fortnite. I had to fully break myself away from it. It's called willpower, and with the power of God. With the power of the Most High, you can overcome anything. The Most High is basically made it so I barely care about video games anymore. Be real, don't care. Hence why I've just got games piling up that I still haven't played. I bought these, in probably like 2023 or something, and I still haven't played them. I don't care. I honestly really don't care about gaming anymore, because the only franchise that I really care about is probably Mario, and that's about it, because Mario, it's not woke, doesn't promote any agendas, and like this one, this was trash. This was. It's not even that good, but it's not as bad as people said it was. But even with this, you have the dragon symbol. We know what the dragon refers to. It refers to Satan. But this game also as well does promote a form of witchcraft, because if you study stuff like Freeze, it's part of the occult. Water, fire. You have Sub-Zero. He uses the freeze ability. Scorpion uses fire. I think his name's Raiden. He uses like water or wind. There's one character that even does. You can clear it's just copied from Moses. You can just tell he copied it from Moses. You have one character that is able to control water, and there's even a fatality in that where he divides the waters like Moses did. So you see, it's just a lot of games these days do promote witchcraft, but not every single game does. And like I said, there's religious games that I own. I still haven't played this yet. Still haven't played it. Indinka, whatever it's called, the Russian game. There's just so many, even this. The only reason I bought this is because it was a limited run, and I still haven't played it. Clock Tower. You can see it's from Japan. You can see right there. It's from Japan. It's the only reason I got it. Still haven't played it. Still haven't played these because, as I said, I'm losing desire, and I want to lose desire. Because I really, as I said, I really want to break free from this. I honestly do. I want to break free from playing video games completely. That's why I'm doing more videos, because I'm having more desire to follow the spirit, not the flesh. That's what we should do. Follow the desires of the spirit, not the desires of the flesh. The desires of the flesh wants these things, these worldly things. It's a daily battle that we do. And I've still got this game that I exposed. Still yet to play it. I made a video about it. Expedition 33. We all know what it was full of. I mean, 33 means the highest degree in Freemasonry. And even games like this game, that it's called Love Kami. It's basically about three goddesses. I bought it. It was a visual novel. I bought it twice because I thought one copy wasn't coming. It kind of promotes what the world promotes and shows you what cultures believe. This idolatry, not stuff like where the whole point of the story in this specific game. This is why I said Christians should avoid certain games. This game is sexual stuff, so I bought it years upon years ago. I've had it that damn long. But it's a visual novel that promotes goddesses. The goddesses basically that come down on earth. This sounds like fallen angels to me. But I've talked about this before. These games, Christians can play games like this, but we know what aliens are. We know exactly what they are. But not every game, that's another thing, not every game, if you haven't watched that video, I'm not going to go through it. It's on my channel somewhere. Not every game is satanic. That's what I made. I made a video about that. I made a video saying that every single game is satanic, that not every game is part of an agenda as well. That's what I said in the video. But also as well, this is what I find myself playing more, is this. Because half of the games now in the industry are just woke crap. That's all they are. There's some woke garbage. So that's why I find myself going to Mario. Because Mario, unlike these other games, some of them are full of woke propaganda. They're full of some symbolism. These games, and when I say I find myself going to Mario, I don't mean I'm playing it daily. I mean, the last time I played this was about when it came out. I played it, and I haven't played it since. I played about probably an hour. So you see, the desire to play video games with me is going. I barely even play a game an hour now. Barely an hour now. Because I've got things going on in my life. I've got to do videos, spread the gospel and spread the truth and stuff like that. So video games, I'm losing desire to play, which is a good thing. And that's a thing that the Most High, through his power, has helped me overcome. Because I'm going to be real, years upon years ago, I was playing video games every single day, man. All day, every day. Now, be lucky if I barely even play a game for an hour. So you see, the desire's gone. Because the Most High opened my eyes when I fully repented to the Most High God and the Most High opened my eyes and showed me these things. They're not going to fulfill you. These games, as I said, these games are not going to fulfill you. They really ain't. They're not going to fulfill you. They're not going to fulfill you. There's always going to be something missing in your life. There's always going to be something missing there. When you realize that these games are just material, worldly stuff, then you'll realize that they don't really matter. They honestly don't. They don't matter. They really don't matter. When you pray to the Most High and want to follow the desires of the Spirit, and I played Ghost of Tsushima. I played that years upon years ago. I played it when it came out, completed it. I honestly completed it, never went back to it, so I've only played it about once. So some games I've only played once. I honestly have. I've only played once. I've got to move because my feet are going numb. So yeah. And this is a Christian game, like I said. Still yet to play this, but they added an island. I think that was part of the DLC, though. I never bought that DLC, so I wouldn't know what they added, to be honest. I own Ghost of Yotei. A lot of people hated that game. I played that, but I haven't played it properly. I played it for probably about, as I said, an hour, and that's what I find myself doing now. I'm not really interested in games that are coming out in the future. I could care less about Resident Evil, I honestly could. That's what I said. I'm just losing desire, which is a good thing. I'm losing desire. The Most High is literally making it, drawing me slowly away from video games because I've realized that these things are just out of the flesh, the worldly materials. As long as these things, like I said, don't become an idol or stuff like that, you're perfectly fine. Because again, there is no sin in playing video games. Anyone that says that, it says that nowhere in the Bible. Nowhere. Nowhere in the Bible does it say playing video games is a sin, and we can use the same logic against everything in life. Basically, almost nearly everything is a sin, so everything that people do. So, I own as well Stellar Blade. I don't recommend Christians playing that one. This one. I do not recommend playing this one because again this game is heavily sexualized and it is a basically sexualized objectifying game no matter what anyone says, and if it just promotes lust. So yeah, that game, avoid if you're a Christian. Completely avoid it. As said, still got this. Haven't really played it. Couldn't care less about the politics. Really could care less. I bought the game because I liked Ghost of Tsushima, the original. That's the only reason I bought it. Couldn't care less about the politics. But I still haven't played it. I still haven't played this game. I honestly still haven't played it. Because I couldn't care less about all the politics. Oh, Charlie Kirk this, Charlie Kirk that. I could give two Fs. I could honestly care less. Because again, Charlie Kirk was not no damn saint. He wasn't a prophet from God. He was most likely one of them. Because if you actually study the stuff that Charlie Kirk was defending, he was clearly one of them. He was always defending a certain nation every single time. So he was obviously one of them. But he just said the wrong things. They didn't like it. Maybe his eyes probably started to realize, wait, I'm supporting something that, and we all know what happened. So yeah. But I don't get into politics on this channel. I honestly don't get into politics. Honestly, don't. There's a reason why I don't get into politics, because you've got a lot of people out there that are offended. I've already gone into great detail because I can't talk about. That's why I can't name the Pacific Nation. I can't name it. I just have to call it a nation. We all know what I'm referring to. But yeah. So yeah, I could sit here a little longer, but I'm probably going to end it here, because as I said, the whole point of this was just to give advice. Don't let these things become an idol. Don't let them become an idol, people. Don't let them become an idol. In my opinion, I'd just recommend visual novels. Visual novels, no gameplay. You're just reading a book. Or just give me a second. This is all you really need in your life. Just give me a second. I'll be right back. We'll bring this over here. We'll put it here for a minute. Oops. Put that there. Put this there. Put that there. Just give me a second. This is all you need in life. This is all you need. Yeah, this is all you need. King James Bible, Apocrypha, Book of Enoch, Book of Jubilees, Book of Joshua, and then 1611. That's all you need in life. Because I'm a very spiritual person, like I've said. I'm a very spiritual person. Not many people know that this book exists. This is part of the scripture. It says it in the scripture. Just give me a second while it's doing this. Turn it upside down a minute. There we go. Not many people know that this book exists. Not many people know. There's a chapter in one of the, as it says, it's referenced in Joshua, 2 Samuel, and Timothy. This is another book that they removed from the Bible. Not many people know about it. This is an ancient book, as you can see. Not many people even know this book exists. It's the book of Joshua, which, as the instruction, talks about many things. Talks about that. That talks about Enoch. For in those days the sons of man began to trespass against God. So you see, this book here goes into great detail. This is why it was removed. And anyone that wants to say it's not part of scripture, why was it referenced then? Again, tells you when Adam died. This is why they removed it, because what does Luciferian promote? that Adam didn't die. It says how he died, as we see. We see it goes into great detail. Now, whether, because it was referenced in, tells you about Seth dying, Enoch ascends, God warns of the coming flood. Not many people know this book exists, so that's why I thought I'd just show it. Because, again, this book, I don't even know where you can get it from, but it's what it says. It says ancient, brought back to the Bible, and all that. And it's ancient history, and we all, that's Jewish language. I don't know what it says, probably means Joshua or something like that, Bible. So yeah, anyone saying it's not part of, this is what I said, you got many books. This is all you need in life, is these books. Now this one, whether this is part of scripture, I don't really know. I just bought it because I wanted to know more about the Jubilees and the Genesis. This I had to buy separate because this was taken out of the 1611 King James Version of the Bible. This is why I got the big one, because the big one, the 1611, this is the only one that came with the 1611 built into it, and you'll see how big it is. How big it is. This is what you would see in the Catholic Church or something like that. This is what was taken out. And you see that there's no J. You see there, certain words, there's no J, didn't exist. You see, words were spelled different. Because this is how, again, Hebrew and stuff like that sounded. This cost me about 100. This alone. This is a replica, as it says, a replica of the King James Version of the Bible, 1600. Now in America, this is how much it cost, because this came all the way from America. That's why it cost me about 100. That's the price in America, $7, almost $8, and it cost me 100. Well, that was 100 USD, so probably about 70 or 60 it cost me for this. And then again, the Book of Enoch got many post notes there, because that's how I go to these certain books, and then I got that. So yeah, that's all you need in life, is those books. That's all you need. I've read some of Joshua. So yeah, as I said, I'm probably going to end it now. I appreciate anyone that came to the stream. Just wanted to do this video. Don't let video games become an idol. Put all your focus in the scriptures. As I always say, pray to the Most High God, the only one true God. There is no other God but the Most High God, the Elohim, the Most High, the Father. Read these books, and you'll connect to the Most High further. Because I honestly do care about my salvation. I don't want to go to the lake of fire. The Most High knows this. I don't want to go to the lake of fire. I really don't. That's why I care so much about the gospel in my soul. I honestly do. And we're only going to address it once. Yet everyone's backslid in their life. Everyone's been angry at God. And I fully repented for all of that. The Most High knows what's in my heart and what's in my soul and what my desires are. He knows that I truly repented of what I've said in the past. He knows that I've repented. So that's all that matters. People can keep making false accusations against me, bringing my past up, because that's all the devil will do is bring your past up. I fully repented of my past and pray that the Most High forgave me. That's all that matters. So yeah, I appreciate anyone that came to the stream. I honestly do appreciate it. Appreciate the support. Have a great day, everyone. Take care. Have a great day, night, whatever it is. I'm gonna probably go eat because it's late over here and I haven't had anything out yet. So take care, everyone. Have a great day.